I feel like I have a very Taurus rising vibe today, like feeling very, very Venusian, even though I'm like hella Mars myself. Like I'm not Venus, I'm like Mars, Saturn, Pluto. Hey, it's Marin, and this is the February 2020 forecast for Taurus Risings. We're going to get into what the astrology for the month entails, and then we will look at the tarot cards to see what that is bringing us and what the oracle deck cards are also signaling for Taurus Risings for this month in 2020. So starting out overall with the astrology, there's definitely themes of long-term plans, actualizing your dreams in terms of how it depends on networking and groups and organizations that you're socializing with or are a part of. So starting out on the 3rd, Mercury enters your Pisces 11th house. Mercury, the planet of communication and intellect, is entering your 11th house of groups, friends, or alliances, kicking off the month with a focus on speaking or thinking about that. However, Mercury in Pisces is in its fall and its exile. It's exalted and at home in Virgo, so it has some challenges manifesting through Pisces. So even though there's increased communication and thought going into your networking, watch out for not getting your point across, watch out for not speaking clearly, and I would avoid any long-term contractual plans and more so getting to the bottom of the energetics or the intuition that you're feeling around them. On the 7th, Venus enters your Aries 12th house. So Venus as well is in her exile in Aries because Venus rules Libra and is your ruling planet of your chart or your ascendant ruler as a Taurus rising. So Venus entering the part of your sky dealing with the subconscious mind, with self-undoing, with exile itself, can be about finding joy in meditation or of being alone and of really pioneering yourself spiritual practices as the basis for these more external themes. On the 9th, there is a Leo full moon in your 4th house, a culmination for about the past 6 months regarding home, family, or property. Something might be coming to a head or something might be being released around those very intimate, very rooted themes in your life. On the 10th, Venus conjoins Chiron in your Aries 12th house. Venus conjoining Chiron is a time of harmonious vulnerability or healing through relationship wounds. In your 12th house, you might be getting to the bottom of some childhood trauma, some deep-seated programming that you're allowing yourself to become open to and therefore more able to feel the victimization that no longer needs to be there as part of your identity. On the 16th, Mars enters your Capricorn 9th house. Mars represents conflict, severing, challenges, driving towards goals. And entering your Capricorn 9th house, you're getting to the top of the mountain in terms of achieving your long-term goals. This could be a foreign travel plan. This could be a higher educational degree. This could be pursuing philosophical or spiritual publishing even. So Mars entering the sign of its exaltation means that there is a drive to actualize these dreams. Slow and steady wins the race, but you are ready to take on that race. On the 18th, the Sun enters your Pisces 11th house, further illuminating networking, socializing in your life. So there is a very external focus, especially near the middle of the month. On the 20th, Jupiter in Capricorn sextiles Neptune in Pisces between your 9th and 11th houses, a year-long aspect that's particularly activated now. It will be present during all of 2020, but there is some growth, slow and steady growth in your long-term aspirational goals. Maybe it's foreign travel, maybe it's higher education, that's allowing you to pursue dreams that you have in networking. There's some dreams and some fulfillment in networking that's allowing you to pursue those long-term goals. On the 23rd, there is a Pisces New Moon in your 11th house, a new beginning to plant seeds of networking and socializing. You can check out my full video on this new moon down below, but this is a new moon that's definitely more confusing and more intuitive, so allow this new beginning to be less contractual and more energetically inside yourself planting intuitive seeds. On the 23rd through the 25th, Venus in Aries will square Jupiter and Pluto in Capricorn between your 12th and 9th houses, so this feeling of harmony going within, or this feeling of needing to withdraw in order to meditate on these external things from the internal world is really being benefited by the expansion for your long-term goals. So your goals are allowing you to feel really safe and calm in and of yourself, but they might be calling for an uncomfortable change. There might be a need to change your the way you're going after your goals based on what you know your inner truth is calling you to do. On the 24th, Mars conjoins the South Node in Capricorn in your 9th house, so you're really going after these long-term goals, and that might leave you feeling a bit drained. Mars on the South Node is really calling for ancestral healing, for letting go of past karmas. So this might be a time of looking at how your patterning might be influenced heavily by the past and getting honest about how you can work smarter, not harder, in achieving these long-term goals. Finally, on the 25th, the sun conjoins Mercury in Pisces, a Cazimi in your 11th house. So on the 25th, near the end of the month, you will get some illuminating information about the energetics of the networking you're doing. Something will come to light to bring clarity for you in your external social world. So definitely a focus on the external manifestations of achieving your goals that call for you to get honest about what's coming up, like in your meditation practice or in your internal life as well. Let's pull a tarot card to see what tarot card is coming up for Taurus Risings, what the good old Rider-Waite-Smith deck has to tell us. So we have the Six of Swords inverted, and this card is literally called the card of science. It's about getting, this figure is crossing a river with swords. It's about getting from like point A to point B, problem solving. With an inverted, this is telling you that is not the way across. Clear signal that some way that you're working is working hard, but it's not working smart. What is, maybe we'll get some insight with the next cards about what the actual path of ease and alignment is for you for Taurus Risings. For a Work Your Light Oracle deck card, let's get some more context for this. We have Priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? I think this is a big signal that instead of playing the subordinate role, you are needing to work for yourself, to take that game plan into your own hands. Don't wait for the beck and call of a larger institution. Do the thing yourself more directly, even if that means a bit of scary goal setting about how powerful you might be. For a Law of Attraction card, we have within 60 days it can be mine. As you give your thought to the future, that might be 10 years or 60 days away, you begin pre-paving. And then as you move into those pre-paved moments and as that future becomes your present, you fine-tune it by saying, this is what I now want. All of those pre-paved thoughts will fit together to bring you precisely the experience you know you want to live. So slow and steady winning the race for these long-term goals. Every day setting that intention in your internal world to actualize something in your external world for yourself, not believing in this working hard mentality, and instead being diligent, but being diligent about your alignment energetic practices. If this resonates with you, let me know your situation story down below. I would love to know how this is manifesting in your life or resonating with you. Otherwise, check out my private astrology consultations down below because I would love to read for you. And if you found this helpful, like, subscribe, do all the things, hit post notes, and I will see you in the next video.